guys, Ben Herring here again at the beautiful Crane Lakes Golf and Country Club, and this is another edition of our video series to help you take control of your golf game. So we talked before about the grip and how we put our hands on the golf club. Well, now one of the most important aspects that comes next is how do we align ourselves with our golf shot. I see too many mistakes made with alignment, and what a lot of people don't understand is that the mistakes they're making with their alignment is causing their bad path. Maybe their in to out path, their out to in path, whatever path it is that they're seeing that they're struggling with, a lot of times can be fixed with just the setup itself. And so a lot of times I see people who get too closed off to the target. So now they're pointing way right. So then what do they do to try to hit it on line? They come right over the top and get that hard left path. And then they end up hitting that nasty crooked slice. And so when really, had we just been diligent about getting our aim to be proper, we would be able to hit the shots that we really want to see. And so instead of going to fix the path and trying to really get that thing to come from in to out, now all of a sudden with a stance like that, they start swinging in to out, that ball's going to go so far right, and they're going to go, what in the world is going on? So then they're going to automatically, our body's smart enough, boom, get that thing over the top and get it to the left. So let's just get our aim really good. And now what do I have here? I have a couple alignment sticks. Now I recommend going to Walmart and hitting the automotive section. For $5 you can get 2 driveway indicators. Well, why the heck do we need driveway indicators in Florida? We haven't seen an inch of snow in years, right? So, but they're really good tools that you can utilize for just $5 to lay down the alignment. Now you'll notice I have a yellow one and I have an orange one. So now the yellow one represents the alignment that I would have on my ball. So my target line, where my club face is coming down. Now the orange one represents my foot line. So you'll notice these two things are perfectly parallel to each other, all right? So that's really important key. Our ball line, so where our club is and where our ball is and where our face points, should be parallel to our foot line. Our foot line technically is not aimed at the target. It's actually technically aimed a little bit left of the target. So think of it as railroad tracks all the way down. So I want my yellow line, my ball line, and my club face to point directly at the target that I'm aiming at. And then I want my orange line to be going down my foot line. So I want my foot line to be slightly left of that. Now another mistake that I see lots of people too, so the alignment doesn't stop there. It isn't just, okay, my ball line and my foot line. Well, now we have to talk about where our knees are pointing and where our shoulders are pointing. Now, what does that mean? I see this mistake all the time. So lay this onto the shoulders, and they set up, and their shoulders are pointed way to the left. So how many of you pull the ball and hit a nasty slice that comes back? There's quite a few, all right? I know you're not putting your hand up because you're embarrassed to admit it, but the reason that a lot of us do that can be simply fixed with our alignment. If my shoulders are pointed way to the left, where in the world do you think that club is going to go when it comes through the hitting zone? You're darn right. That club is going to go way left. And we're going to pull that ball left to target, and then to help it get back to target, we're going to fillet that face open, and that thing is going to start way left, and then it's going to curve way right. Not a desirable ball flight. You've probably been trying to get rid of that for some years. And if you've only been playing a little bit, trust me, let's get rid of it now. So let's get our alignment and really focus on the fact that our feet, our knees, and our shoulders all need to be pointing and parallel to each other. So need to be running down that line. And so we can't have the shoulders getting way left, because then all of a sudden our path is going to follow that direction. And the same thing, if our shoulders get way right and shut off to the target line, our path is going to go way to the right. So now for those of you, you're thinking in your mind, man, I got that over the top move, how do I fix it? Well, you're right. You need to start feeling yourself maybe a little bit more to the right than you normally would. Now you're so used to setting up like this, if I tell you to feel like you're setting up like this, most likely you're going to get right on that line. And so let's get really diligent about our ball line, our foot line, and our shoulder line all matching up and being parallel to each other. and that'll help us play better golf. So your bad alignment is causing a majority of the problems in your golf swing. So if we can put our hands on the golf club the way I showed you last week, and we can get our alignment set up properly and really get focused on this, and now use these tools here when you practice, okay? Now obviously we can't use them when we play because it's a device that gives us an advantage, therefore we'd be penalized for it. But when we're on the practice range, throw these puppies down every single time. There's no reason you shouldn't have your aim perfect when you're on the practice range, because I don't want you fixing things that aren't broke because your alignment sucks, all right? So let's get set up and let's do this. Get all of these in a nice parallel, and then go ahead and start hitting shots, and you'll notice that the quality of your shots are gonna improve, and that ball is gonna start down your target line more often than not. Thank you so much for tuning in this week, and let's take control of your golf game today.